Alrighty, y'all. Let's see where I can get with this. I think I know the problem, and this is going to be a short kind of touch-up stream. I think what happened is this lens, when I say initialize fixture, it will always go to when I change the DMX value, we see mid MI lens wash LED. That is not the material spider lens material. So what this is defaulting to, if we search it, it's going to this material instance, which works on things like Mac OS, but does not work with this because we built pixel support in. So I think the solution is to actually get away from this static mesh lens, because when it runs an initialized fixture, it does some things that get frankly quite annoying, where it locks certain materials and attributes to the static mesh lens, and you cannot break that away. So let's try this. Open up our content drawer and drop a new static mesh spider lens onto this. Now make this lens not visible, and let's make it hidden in game. Then we go to our viewport and see where this spider lens is. Looks like it's in the right spot. Yep, and now it's actually showing up with the correct texture. Because I was wondering, like, why, if I go to my Adobe Spider, I did a test and just made this emissive color green. Why was it not going? Why was it on that black and white texture? There was nothing that told that texture to do that. So now I've got the correct material on there. Let's see if I could get just DMX connection to the lens. I'll call this a night. So what I've done, I don't think I need these anymore, because my dynamic material lens is not quite what I thought. What I'm going to do instead is do things my way and say set material instance lens and then create dynamic material instance of spider lens. Sets that. I could change the material on the mesh directly, but I think it creates a new material instance dynamic every DMX frame. So I'm doing this to optimize performance a bit. Okay, so we don't need this anymore. I think this is it. I was getting their dynamic material lens mixed up with my dynamic material lens. Okay, this should still be going. This just goes to the base color. Oh, geez, I'm on the wrong input. Wait, am I? No, I don't have OBS running. Oh, goodness. I really fladoodled this one. Alright, let me get OBS up and then I'll get back to where I was. Okay, long story short, what was happening was this static mesh lens was getting initialized, and when it does that initialization, what it means is that it is permanently bound to, where is it? Permanently bound to this material. Nothing I can do will break this away from that material, even if down here I set material. Something in okay, maybe I shouldn't stream late at night because I can't run video apparently. So why don't I just start the stream over? Nobody's watching anyway. Alrighty. Hello everybody. I did get some answers regarding what was going on. Let me show you. This static mesh lens. If you try to sub this with a different material, it won't work. Because this static mesh, when it gets connected to initialize fixture, that's C++. And when that runs, it is permanently bound to this material right here, this material instance. Even if in the construction script, after initialize fixture, I say something like set material to a material instance that I choose or a material that I choose, it won't do it. It'll stay bound to that material instance. What I had to do was render this hidden in game and not visible. Render this static mesh lens that it provides, make it not visible. And then I bring in my own static mesh spider lens that this does not recognize. So now initialize fixture here does pretty much nothing. It still initializes the beam, which is needed, but it won't initialize the lens. With that, don't have DMX control of it yet. Still working on that. But it at least is bound to the correct material, because I noticed I took this material spider lens and I just made the emissive color green. just nothing connected, just green. And when I went to this, it was the black and white material. And that's when I knew it was on the wrong material. So we're still cooking. We're still going to make this happen. Something now, for one reason or another, is not conveying. I need to drink some water. Because all I have is ice, and that's not cool. So I'm print stringing right here. I'm getting array index 1, 2, and 3. Sorry, 0, 1, and 2. And those are saying that the thing has to be read. So what I don't know is this is material instance lens. Same material instance lens that's getting set to this. I think what I need to see is I'm confused because if I'm putting in my instance number in here, it's almost like it's not. Might be this, honestly. If I just don't have a return node. I just want instance number set. This seems ridiculous, but let's print out. Oh, I can't print that one. No, if it's instance number is 0. It should at the least be affecting this thing right here. The one that's about to turn up green. Oh, you already have a green one. The one that's about to turn up blue. Yeah. I should be able to, at the least, I mean, let's try this. Just be green, okay? No, let's just be orange, bright orange. See, not even that's being sent. So, and this is just a 0. This is a vector parameter. Wait a second. Material expression vector parameter. So, should be sending that. Let's look into it not having the correct. Hello, viewer. How are you this night? Or day, depending on where you are. Oh. I see the problem here. I assigned the old static mesh lens to the material instance, not spider lens. Should be cooking after this. There we go. Okay, we got all of those. Now if I go back here, let's see. Oh, goose. So if it's ring 0, you're hitting parameter 0. If it's ring 1, you're hitting parameter names 1 through 6. If it's ring 2, which is index 2, ring 3, you're hitting parameters 7 through 18. Now let's watch this happen. There we go. We have the start of our Roby spider. And then even on the lower poly, still works. Okay. That makes me a happy camper. I'm as happy as I can be. So the root of this is, the root of what I learned is if you have a pixel control fixture and it's a moving head like this, do not assign its custom lens to just be a different static mesh on the spider lens. You will not get the output that you want. You will instead suffer and cry because it will, despite you saying I want a custom material here, it won't work. Despite you saying in the construction script, set a material to this, it won't work. You have to bring in your own static mesh, something that's not connected. I bet you if I connected this SM spider lens to this initialized fixture, it'll keep doing the same thing. Let's do a little test actually. Oh, so that works. It's just something with the oh, I see. So no, I don't know. I'm happy that It's working though. Let's see what else we can do. Well, let's get all the other modes working. Let's get the beam working. So this is going to be interesting because let's get rid of this stuff. This is going to be interesting because normally what I would do is just say, just average the 3 instances together. But now the 3 different instances have some weight to them. And I don't want to really overlap beams. Although, could pull out no, let's just do what I normally do, and that is average the beams together. So we're gonna get our beam back. Where is our beam? Come here, beam. Sorry, Spider Pig's gonna be in my head throughout the duration of making a Roby spider. It's just gonna be the way it is. This cannot have a default pin. All right. So we've set the lens. We need to now set the color on the beam. I don't know where the beam is, but I know that it's called by this dynamic material beam. That's how we alter it. So what I need to calculate some values from here. And I need to do some math. This is 1 pixel. So it's out of 19 pixels, it's going to just be 1/19 of all the values. This one is 6 pixels. What's 6 divided by 19? 0.31. What's 1 divided by 19? 0.05. I'm going to do multiplication here. .315. And the rest, well, that's 6 pixels, that's 1 pixel, so 7. 7 is 12. 12 divided by 19, 63. So this makes up for 63% of the color that's going to come from the beam, because it's the biggest beam. Now that we have all 3 of these on completed, guess. No, I can't have a local variable. It's okay to keep one variable. This is going to be average color. It's going to be used. Set average color. So average color is going to be all three of these added up. Hopefully it is able to remember between all three of these. And then things get pretty simple from here. All we need to do is, let's see, set vector parameter value. Oh, I think I have a DMX function for this though. On DMX Fixture Beam. Oh, you know what though? I just use this same set vector parameter value on dynamic material instance, which by the way is just this. So I have an enum. I use that enum to determine what vector parameter value I'm setting. If it's DMX color, it's that. If it's DMX color specific to RGB, it's this one. If it's DMX color specific to a white cell, it's this. These three are for the beams and, well, just the beams actually. Oh, and strobes. Something about strobes. I forget. These two are for my way of working, multi-instance lenses. So if it's a regular RGB color, it'll just be the instance number or the index number. If it's a strobe, it will be S and then the instance number. That's all that is. You can do the same thing if you're doing this on your own and you don't have my pack. You can do the same thing by just saying set scalar parameter value on material instance dynamic, or set vector parameter value on material instance dynamic, and then plugging that in. I'm just going to use this because it's kind of the system I have set up so far. These two are not used. Then, first things first is the realist. This is set light color on DMX fixture. This is my function too. All this is color, break apart. Am I using the light? Yes or no? Set light color. This one's really simple. This should do everything that we need. Like, this should be the fixture made in mode 1. Question is, first off, let's turn down our directional light so I can see. Ooh, pretty! Why don't I see the beam? I saw it earlier. It says it's right there. Beam is initialized. it's more. Is the light working? No, it's really not. Okay, so I bet you average color is 0. Bet you that's all it is. Nope, average color has something. So then, get this material. What is this material name on here? I'm fearing that the beam has no material. No, it has a material. I don't see it floating around anywhere. But my lenses work pretty. Yay. Let's see, is it? Oh, what? So what that was, oddly, let's go to MA. I was not turning on dimmer. So now I'm just kind of getting into how I don't know how this light is supposed to work. Okay, let's figure out what's our average color again. Okay, it should be showing some white there. Okay, so our math's just not right. We are not calculating average color correctly. Even though I'm hitting all 3 of these. Oh, I get it, because it only happens at the end of this. So what I need to do sort of add all 3 of these up. So I'm gonna try to work from one vector to be efficient. could say set average vector to this. Then on the next one, say set average vector to average vector plus this. And then do the same thing for this. And then after all is said and done, well, that's it. This should work better. Alright, and it does work better. So now the light's just really freaking bright. Let's turn that down a bit. Okay, we're getting somewhere. I think it might be about time for me to crash. But I'm happy that's working. Does the light follow that same thing? Bit dramatic. Oh, wait. Why is this going up to 10? It should be going up to just 1. Huh. Oh, because this is running on the loop body and this one's running on the loop body. I thought that looked a little bit extreme. So let's try this again. This is just center pixel, a little bit of white. This is middle ring, more white. Outer ring. Now I'm noticing well, I need to add in set visibility on beam, body, and light, which is my thing. It's just a bunch of booleans. Is using beam, is using light, is using body, and then give my beam, mesh, light, base, yoke, head, and lens objects, and if they are valid, give them that new visibility. So let's go to where I need to be, and I need to just connect all these up. Lens, base, yoke, head, it's using body, it's using light, using beam, there's my beam mesh, there's my light. Now, when I say I'm not using the beam, it listens. Oh, I see what's happening. It is reflecting And I think it's because on this material I have this as my base color, whereas if I didn't, probably be not as reflective. There we go, much better. That looks way better. Okay, so lesson learned here, key takeaway. For better looking results, don't have a base color on your lens. You don't need it. All it does is reflect. Alright, what's next? Next is to get this working with some other modes. Because I have this set up for 19 pixel control. Let's make it happen. Once you get the first mode in, things get a bit easier. I can just kind of bundle these all in one, honestly. This is a pretty simple blueprint. So now, I have my mode 2, where everything is one. Oh, you know what I need to do though? I think I need to make all 3 of these respond to the dimmer. Which I can do that before it splits off. Now, you might be wondering, oh, no, I can't see it. I will finish that thought later. Okay, you might be wondering, if I have not multiplied this average value, average color, and these are anything by the dimmer yet, how does the beam know what the dimmer's conveying? Because my channels 8, 9, 16, 17, 20, 24, those are my ring colors. We can change these. Let's go to green. Must be working in like, oh, it's in a fine. So there's red, green, and blue. So what I'm wondering is, how does the beam know the dimmer value? And I don't have an answer to that. Honestly, probably just that this dimmer is tied in C++ to multiply by to change the dimmer value of whatever material is connected to static mesh beam. We have to do that manually here though, so luckily we can just add that right here. should, yeah, now they respond to the dimmer. I really need to be better at switching. Alright, I think that's enough. I'm not paying attention to the stream, and so I keep like getting on the wrong screen. But I think that's going to sum it up for the night. I will continue working on this tomorrow. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Take care of yourself out there. Have safe gigs. Later.